Yes, 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Hang on a second. I ate that gob earlier this morning, and my vocal cords are coated with cream cheese icing. It's just amazing how that stuff won't let go. Hey, our conversation this morning with the folks from the Indiana County Conservation District brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And you talk about an organization on the move. They literally just moved, and now in their new digs, we're joined in the studio by Adriene Smochek and Doug Beri Jr., the manager of the Indiana County Conservation District. Good morning to both of you.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Conservation District has been around these parts, Adriene, for a long, long time, but now you've got some exciting news, don't you?
We do, and I'm very honored. A lot of people in the community maybe know me from some of my other roles, but I'm honored to have taken on this new role as chair of Friends of the Indiana County Conservation District. And what it is, Todd, is the 501c3 nonprofit arm of the district.
Mm-hmm.
And the intention is to support the operations of the district as it grows into its new location. So there are a lot of good things happening, and we have some events coming up. Have with me Doug, who is the director of the district. And Doug and his team do so many wonderful things for this community, I think more than maybe a lot of people realize.
Yeah.
Doug, if you want to maybe say a few words about some of the good things the district does in the community.
No
Uh,
pressure, Doug.
Yeah. So the district is kind of an evolving force right now. We are heavily focused on water resource conservation issues, working with our agricultural producers to help keep nutrients on the farm and out of the stream, while also helping improve their operations for profitability. We also clean up abandoned mine drainage, which is the pollutants that turn our rivers orange. And we also do rural road infrastructure improvements. So we're working with our local municipalities to provide funding to do a lot of road repairs on dirt and low volume roads that they otherwise wouldn't have the funding to do. So
Yeah.
we've got a lot of really cool projects going on. And then most importantly, with our new facility up by the Career and Technology Center, we now have an educational center. And we have about 6 acres that's going to be transformed into an outdoor learning environment with a lot of different areas for food forests and community gardens and a canopy walk through the wooded portion of the property and a lot of other cool things. Plus the indoor component where we can do instructional classrooms. We have a bunch of turtles now for teaching kids about reptiles, and so a lot of cool, interesting things going on.
It sort of reminds me of an artist with a blank palette in front. There's this blank canvas there, and you get the chance to create something really, really cool.
Yeah, the sky is pretty much the limit, and we have a really cool and great team at the district that's ready to take us there.
Yeah. Well, that's terrific. And Adriene, now you from the nonprofit angle, you can help to make all of these dreams come true. There's a lot of work involved in it, but it really sounds exciting.
There is. It takes a great effort. As many of the people in this community know, it's not easy to do any type of fundraising, but I do believe we have a generous community that supports these types of activities. And what Doug and his team do really benefits everyone within this area in taking care of our environment, taking care of clean water, and educating the public on things that are good things, but fun things. And they have some really interesting programming to help educate the public what you can do as a homeowner on your own private property. So it doesn't have to be, a municipal government operation or a farming or agriculture activity. It can be just any individual.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of good programs there, and I feel very passionately about supporting those. And I know I've most anybody that knows me knows I'm outside a lot, and I take my kids all kinds of places. We were just out over the weekend at one of the state parks up north, and we saw a really neat environmental education center that I believe is kind of a model type thing for what we want to have at our conservation district. Live and preserved animal specimens. So we're looking for people that might want to donate those types of things to the district. So if you have a preserved specimen that you'd like to get off your hands, I know the district is looking for those types of items. But the excitement on a child's face when they walk in and see that type of thing and see something they've never seen before, it's just a really neat thing to experience, and to give that experience to children in your life or kids of all ages, really.
Waiting for your first preserved bobcat, aren't you?
Well, we kind of are. That would be really neat to have,
Yeah,
Todd. So if you happen to have one of those lying around,
I'll go check the barn and see what's down there. Now you have some events coming up.
we
That
sure
will
do.
help.
Yes. One of them is the first like it in this area. So we have next week on the 27th, we have something called green drinks coming up. So hopefully you'll see that more and more as we become more visible in the community with the effort. Green drinks is really a global initiative, and it's really just a name that you can kind of latch onto in your community and make it what you'd like it to be. We don't have that happening here in Indiana County, but what it really is a networking event, and we hope to have local businesses host those events at a different place each month. So it'll be recurring once a month. Like I said, the event next week is coming up on the 27th. It will be at Noblestein Brewing Company at 5:30. 5:30 to 7, pretty informal. If you'd like a chance to maybe see the plans for the landscape for the new conservation district and talk to Doug and maybe a couple members of his team about the plans for what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
If you want to get involved, that's a great time to come out. Network with like-minded people. So Green Drinks really is an opportunity to fundraise for any cause that is green or environmentally friendly. That's my understanding of it, right, Doug?
Yeah, anything green related, environmentally related, recreationally related. It's just a really cool opportunity to bring people that share same kind of vision together to talk and network. It's an opportunity to showcase our local businesses, but then it's also, an opportunity for people to collaborate and do more great things in our community.
Yeah, yeah. And then you've got something called Thank a Farmer Day.
Yes, the Thank a Farmer Dash, November.
Dash.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a race and a 5K and family fun walk.
Yeah, 5K, 10K, and family fun walk. This event was inspired by a fund that we set up at the Community Foundation for the Alleghenies. It's the Cambria, Indiana Farmer Assistance Fund, and the goal there is to raise money to support business plan development for our small farmers in both counties. And that money will help cost share the cost of developing those plans and potentially even implementing components of those plans, because a lot of these things cost money. And so the 5K, 10K, and Family Fun Walk is on November 20th at 9 o'clock, and it's at the Evansburg trailhead of the Ghost Town Trail.
Okay.
And all of the information for both of these events can be found on the Indiana County Conservation District's Facebook page.
And then you have a memorial tree campaign that's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
Right. We sort of just kicking that off within recent weeks here, but what we're doing is offering the purchase of a tree to be planted around the Conservation District's new location. And if you haven't seen that building, it is gorgeous. It's a beautiful building there. And there are big, big plans for exciting things outside of the building as well as in. But this is an opportunity to purchase a tree as a living memorial for someone that you love or a cause. So you can certainly have the opportunity to purchase the tree, and it will be a kind of permanent living fixture there.
Yeah, yeah. Doug, tell me about the new place and all of the amazing. You've told us about some of the plans that you have for it, but once you get moved in and you see everything that you have available to you there and what a great location it is, it has to be pretty exciting.
It is very exciting. We have been operating out of the building actually since February, but we had our groundbreaking here in the summer because it was a little warmer.
Sure.
And but there's not just from the district's perspective in terms of being able to do a lot of really cool things, but the campus is also going. The Career and Technology Center's there, and Westmoreland Community College's new location is also there. So there's going to be a lot of really neat opportunities to collaborate with all of the entities at that location to do really cool educational programming that'll really set Indiana County apart from a lot of other places.
Yeah, I think one of the things when it was announced that Conservation District was going to go there is we had the idea it's going to be the same Conservation District. What would they do with that space, and why would they need such a space? But now we're getting a clearer idea of what the plans are and how exciting the possibilities really are for there.
Yeah, and the space has allowed us to be able to hire our first full-time educator that the district has ever had, which she's going to be able to drive a lot of the really cool educational programming that we're planning to offer.
Yeah. It really sounds like over the course of the next 5 or 10 years, we're going to find some amazing things happening from the conservation district standpoint. That it's such an expansion of programming that we ought to be all excited about it all over Indiana County. And the fact that you're able to combine your educational elements with the already existing educational element of ICTC and then WCCC moving in with their new building, it's really going to be a go-to location.
That's the idea. And we're hopeful that even just for the public to stop by and see what there is to offer, maybe get some information, or eventually, as the space grows, a location for tourism, possibly. If people that are passing through the area want to stop and learn a little bit more and take a nice trail, it'll be an all-around great opportunity. And I'm really glad that Doug also mentioned Monica, the new educator. She's really phenomenal. The staff there, the team there, it's just such a great opportunity. We have so much momentum going right now, and we encourage anyone who is interested in participating in any of these activities or supporting the organization and what it does, please reach out to us. There's always room for more.
Well, that was what I was going to ask next. Is I know that this conversation is going to spur a lot of interest, and folks will want to know more and maybe help and participate in whatever way they can. So what are the best ways to do that?
Well, I think number one primarily would be to reach out to Doug and his team at the district office. I'm pretty visible in the community too, so if you see me out anywhere and you have questions, please grab me, stop me. I'm always up for talking about what we're doing and what the opportunities are. We'll find a way to make it fit too, and whatever way you want to donate time or resources, we'd like to have as many people at the table for these activities as possible. So more ideas, more initiative, and it's always a team effort. So please don't hesitate. Find us on Facebook. The district has a Facebook page.
And you have a website too, right, Doug?
Yes, we have a website. It's currently under construction. So, I mean, there's just a placeholder there with our contact information that people can use to get a hold of us.
Well, that's pretty valuable too, though.
Yeah.
So even if they just go to that, just Google Indiana County Conservation District, or is it ICCDPA or something like that?
Yeah, it's iccdpa.org.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much to both of you for coming in, Adriene Smochek, Doug Beri. It's a really, really cool thing you got going up there on the hill, and we're looking forward to really great things.
Well, thank you for having us.
We appreciate your time, Todd. Thanks.
It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Boomer has the CBS Sports Minute next. It's brought to you by S&T Bank.
Hi, I'm Steve Dranak, president of the Western Pennsylvania market for S&T Bank. Ready to spend